Hey guys, it's Marco again. Another day, another rogue guide. But I think this is going to be my last rogue guide until some changes hit the game, including Shadowlands pre-patch and Shadowlands beta. As promised, I said that this is going to be a weird guide, since I don't have the gear for it, but I did extensive research on Warcraft Logs. I even got stat rates and sims from some of the best DPS rogues in the world, and I wonder if you guys gonna like this type of a guide. So let's get started. Haste Assassination Rogue is the best build for assassination rogues and rogues overall for the raiding scene. There is only Twisted Appendage build left to cover, but I prefer the Haste Rogue since it offers consistent damage unlike the RNG fest of Twisted Appendage. Talents. Everyone always runs these talents, but again the only exception is Iron Wire or Internal Bleeding. Deeper Stratagem is run because you almost have infinite energy regeneration thanks to the amount of haste you're running. So this talent becomes better than Vigor. Essences. Now there are two different approaches to the essences, which depend on how fast you kill the boss. It is best to run Condensed Life Force as the major essence if you're going to kill a boss in less than 1 minute and 30 seconds, or about that time. This only counts for elite guilds and when you're doing old content. But if you're in these kinds of situations, just remember Condensed Life Force is the way to go as major, with Blood of the Enemy, Breath of the Dying and Focused Azerite Beam as minor essences. And if you're killing bosses in more than 1 minute and 30 seconds, which is like 99% of the World of Warcraft population, it is best to run Blood of the Enemy as major essence, and for minor essences, Breath of the Dying, the Formless Void and the Focused Azerite Beam. But that's it for the essences, now for Azerite Traits. You always want to run 3 times Shrouded Suffocations, paired with 2 Hearts of Darkness, and lastly Blightbore Infusion. Blightbore Infusion can only be found on Goraktul's Mantle, which makes it a Biz Azerite piece, and it would be great if you could get your hands on it. But if you're unlucky with the Azerite vendor, you can also get Shoulders from Anzoth, which have the Heart of Darkness and Shrouded Suffocations. Biz Azerite pieces are Gibbering Maw, a drop from Il'gynoth, already mentioned Goraktul's Mantle, and lastly chess piece from Carapace. Trinkets. People are always running Vita Charged Titan Shard, and the second trinket is either Galeculler's Boon or Lustrous Golden Plumage. Most people run Lustrous Golden Plumage. Stats. Haste is your main stat and you want to have the most of it. If you can, you should farm out the rings from Mechagon. You need to get the ring with flavor text if you attack an enemy from behind from Mechagon Junkyard, and the second ring is from Mechagon Workshop with the flavor text, then gain X amount of haste. Second most important stat is critical, and the third one is mastery. And lastly, versatility is by far the worst stat, which is a trend for all assassination rogues. Let's check out 2 haste rogues ranked 9th and 10th on Warcraft Logs, Kryl and Rise. First, I'll show their quick sims for solo targets, 4-minute fight, then I'll show their stat weights for the same. Here's a quick look at gear and a quick DPS simulation for a Kryl. And here are his stat weights with 12k agility, 1630 crit, 5630 haste, 1250 mastery and 170 versatility. Now here's a quick look at gear and quick DPS simulation for Rise. And here are his stat weights with 12k agility, 1510 crit, 5.3k haste, 1210 mastery and 400 versatility. I just need to note that Rise is always running Honed Mind rank 3, so that is a proc for mastery. Opener and rotation. Before I get to the point, I'll just note that Potion of Focused Resolve is the best potion for this build, and that I will be taking a look at Shadar fight, which for me is the optimal solo target fight to check. I checked the top loggers for this fight who are using Expedient, and the most common opener goes like this. Prepot, Garrot, Rupture, Garrot into Trinket plus Racial plus Vendetta, Mutilate, Rupture, Exsanguinate, Blood of the Enemy, Mutilate, Mutilate Crimson Tempest, Mutilate, Mutilate in Venom, Mutilate, Mutilate in Venom, Vanish plus Garrot into Garrot, Rupture, Mutilate, Mutilate in Venom, Mutilate, Mutilate Crimson Tempest, Mutilate, Mutilate in Venom, and so on and so on. So basically, you want to keep your bleeds up the whole time, and before casting Exsanguinate, make sure that you just do Rupture, Mutilate, Mutilate Garrot, Crimson Tempest, Exsanguinate on the target. For the second go, you want to go with Mutilate, Vanish plus Garrot into Rupture, Garrot, Trinket plus Potion plus Vendetta, Mutilate, Exsanguinate, Blood of the Enemy, Crimson Tempest, Mutilate, Mutilate in Venom, and so far and so on. Now I'll show you a demonstration of this on real fight using Warcraft Logs replay so you can get the sense of time. That's it for this video. I hope you guys liked this type of a guide. If you didn't, please make sure to tell me in the comments. And if you liked it, leave a like. You can also leave a comment of suggestions. But until next time, take care.